Hello, Russell McDonald here with Talus to give a quick demo of the Talus ransomware protection product. It blocks the 10 recent ransomware malwares that have been in the news without ever having encountered most of them before. This is due to its behavior-based approach. RWP is not signature-based or rule-based and needs no updates from outside of the system. In fact, RWP blocks all 55 ransomwares tested from research sites we visited. As an example, this RWP build predates this Lockbit attack. The Lockbit attack was in February of 2024, but this build is from November of 2023. We will still block Lockbit. A little about the system before the attacks. This system has a SQL Server instance on it, which is active, as well as has a network share access. We find that many ransomwares like to attack network shares first. As you will see, several of these 10 like to attack this network share in particular. These are the 10 recent ransomwares that have been in the news. We will run each of these 10 attacks, starting with Lockbit. Talus Ransomware Protection has never seen 7 of these, yet will still detect them and block them. So first, with Lockbit ransomware attack, we will begin it. And there you have it, CTE RWP blocked Lockbit very quickly. You can now look in our log as well by going to the file system and the log. And scrolling to the end, you can see the ransomware activity log entry where we detected it. Scrolling to the end, you will see the description of the process that was performing the attack, as well as the last files that it was accessing. If we now go to that path, we can demonstrate that the files are just fine. These database files were not online. We specifically had them offline, so they were vulnerable, yet we detected and blocked the attack first. Next is Black Pasta. As you see, we have already blocked Black Pasta very, very quickly. Going to the path that Black Pasta was attacking, we can demonstrate that those files are just fine. No files were encrypted on disk. Next is Retta. We will begin the Retta ransomware attack, and we have already detected it as well very quickly. If we go check the paths that Retta was attacking, we see that it as well was going for the network share there. But we can demonstrate that the database files in there are perfectly fine. Next on the list is Hive ransomware. We will begin that attack. And there you have it. Well, right there, we have now blocked Hive ransomware very quickly. We will go check the site, the paths where it was attacking, and demonstrate that the database is perfectly fine as well. We see the ransom note there, but the data is fine. Next is Akira, A-K-I-R-A ransomware. And we detected and blocked it very quickly as well. And checking the paths that it was attacking, the database is just fine. No files were encrypted on disk. Next on the list is Trona ransomware. Trona is a little different in that it writes thousands of ransom notes first before it starts its attack. So you will see up to 66 megabytes worth of ransom notes written across all the directories, across all the volumes. But as soon as it begins the attack, we immediately detect and block it. Checking the path that it was attacking by checking the log, we will see that the files are perfectly fine. Next is Play ransomware. We will begin the Play ransomware attack. Checking in Task Manager, we see that it is hitting the CPU, probably calculating an encryption key, getting ready for the attack, but it has not read or written any files yet. And there we have it. As soon as it began any activity, we blocked it. And no files were encrypted on disk. Next is BNLeon. We already detected and blocked BNLeon. BNLeon has multiple versions, as most ransomwares do, but BNLeon has a lot. But that does not matter to CTE RWP. Some ransomwares attack through Explorer, but that as well does not matter to CTE RWP. As well, we can check the paths that BNLeon attacked and see that the files are perfectly fine. Next, second to last, is Medusa Locker. We'll begin the Medusa Locker ransomware attack. We can check in Task Manager and see that it is sitting there, not doing any activity, but as soon as it does, we immediately block it. Checking the paths that it was accessing, we see those are perfectly fine. The zip files in that directory are fine. Due to our behavior-based approach, we're able to block it quickly. And last is Phobos ransomware attack, which you will see we block.